everyone, I hope you're really well. Welcome, or indeed welcome back to the channel. If you are new, don't forget to hit subscribe because today we're doing best and worst of beauty for June. So straight away I want to talk to you about something that isn't strictly beauty related, but I really wanted to share it with you anyway because I felt like these things were such a great find. So don't worry, stay tuned, there will be beauty stuff coming up. But I had to share these with you guys. These two things I feel have just been such a find for me. Both of these are from the same website, which is Decathlon, and that's a website I'd never heard of before until a friend had told me about it. And I spied these, and I was in desperate need for some new trainers because, as you probably know, I do like to go out cycling quite a lot. I was looking for something quite lightweight, very easy to just throw on, and affordable being the main thing because you can spend so much money on trainers. I think technically these are classed as a Nordic walking shoe. Is that why they do the walking with the poles or something? But what I love about these straight away is the fact that they've got this kind of mesh design to them, so they're really breathable. They are unbelievably light. They are so comfortable to wear, but I just really love the colours as well, the two-tone grey and the turquoise and the white. They're quite squishy on the inside as well, so it did take a bit of getting used to when I first started wearing these because they almost felt a bit like slippers, which when you're used to wearing quite rigid trainers was a bit of a strange thing to get used to. But walking in these and obviously cycling in these, super comfortable. They were £25, which I think is an absolute bargain. So I just wanted to show you guys those in case you are after some trainers. My husband actually got a pair of these too in just grey and black, and he really likes his too for when he's walking the dog. So fantastic find, really happy, absolute bargain. The other thing I want to talk about from the Decathlon website is this amazing microfibre towel, and oh my goodness, has this just been a total game changer. I've got one, my husband's got one, my little boy has got one. They come in all different colours and sizes, and I just think it's absolutely fantastic. Me and my husband opted for the largest that you can get, which is kind of like a bath sheet size. It's huge. It goes around my body really very nicely. But the main reason we picked these up is if ever we go swimming or we want to go to the beach or anything, it's a lot easier transporting something this size around instead of our usual bath sheets, which do take up a lot of room, and they dry unbelievably quickly as well. When you're actually using them, it is a bit strange because I'm used to a fluffy towel and this kind of feels, I don't know, like a blanket or something. It's so unbelievably soft, but it dries you very quickly. And for drying children, when you've been swimming or something, super easy. So I really can't recommend these towels enough if you're looking for something for when you go swimming or go to the beach, or even just to use at home, which I've also done. But they come in all sorts of different sizes and colours, so there's a lot there to choose from. But this particular one, the extra large one, I think was £9.99. It was definitely under £10, so absolute bargain. Really pleased to have found it. Wish I'd got one years ago. Right, those are the random bits out of the way. Now onto the beauty stuff. So first up I have this hand cream from Balanceme, and it's their super moisturising hand cream. And I picked this up I think in my latest in beauty box. This is a really, really nice hand cream. I do have lots and lots of hand creams. I do tend to get through them very quickly, but what I like to do is sit down in the evening, sort my nails out, put some lovely hand cream on and really massage it into my hands. I really like to take good care of my hands, and this has been an absolute pleasure to use. It's a really nice hand cream. It's a really big one as well. This was 100ml, so I'm pretty sure this was the full size, but I tend to use probably about that much, a fairly generous amount, because I do like to sit and really massage it into my hands. It smells really unexpectedly nice as well, and what I mean by unexpected is it's not got your typical hand creamy kind of scent where either it goes down the kind of skincare scent route, maybe floral or something a bit more citrusy. This is actually like essential oils, and it's actually a really relaxing scent, which I wasn't expecting at all. So it's particularly nice to use in the evening and really massage into the skin, and it does deeply hydrate the hands. It feels lovely, and it's one of those hand creams that if you suffer with dry skin on your hands like I do, as soon as you put it on, it's like your hands just sort of go and they just feel so much nicer than they did before. So I absolutely love this hand cream, and it's been an absolute pleasure. I've been reaching for this night after night, and like I said, I do have a lot of different hand creams, but there's just something about this particular one. I think it's the scent and the fact that it's quite a thick and deeply moisturising hand cream that my hands just have been absolutely loving it. To buy regularly, it is a bit on the pricey side. I think it's around the £14 mark, but I do think it's worth it because I think it will last quite a long time because you're getting an awful lot of product here, and it is an absolute pleasure to use. So I am really happy I found this through Latest in Beauty. Next up, and also from a Latest in Beauty box, I have this product from Aurelia Probiotic Skincare, and it's their Refine and Polish Miracle Balm, and this is absolutely lovely. It's one of these treat products that if you were given as a gift or managed to snag one of these kind of deluxe sample sizes from a Latest in Beauty box or somewhere else, then you'll be really, really happy to use it. However, it is very expensive. This size is 15ml in the Latest in Beauty box. The full size is 75ml, so you were getting a really decent amount to play with. The full size is also £57. Yes. I am not in a position where I could just run out and spend £57 on something like this, but oh my goodness, is this lovely. I mean, just the word balm and I'm there. I want a piece of whatever it is. What this is one of these 2-in-1 products. So when you first put it on your skin, you'll notice it's got this slight graininess to it, which will gently exfoliate your skin. And what that graininess is natural rice bran, so it doesn't actually feel too scrubby at all. It just feels quite nice on the skin. It's the balm itself, the stuff that it's suspended in, that I really like. It just feels like a nice texture to put on the skin. So it's kind of like a thick gel, and it does have this very slight scrubbiness to it, which just feels really nice. It's not very scrubby at all. It's just kind of noticeably lumpy, I suppose. But hopefully you'll be able to see it's got this real kind of glisten to it in terms of the balm, and it feels really nice when you're massaging it into your skin. And when you rinse it off again, my face just felt amazing, like really soft, just like amazing new healthy skin. It's unlike probably any other exfoliator I've ever used in that respect, and I think that's the fact that it is this kind of balm, slightly oily texture, so that when you've washed your face does feel like it's been really nicely exfoliated, but it just feels really healthy and just lovely and smooth and gorgeous. The other way that you can use it as well, if you've got a little bit more time, is you can leave the product on the skin, and there are fruit enzymes in there which will really deep down exfoliate. I've not tried that yet. I'm planning to do that this weekend when I use it again, but this has been an absolute pleasure to use. And in terms of the smell, it's got that quite distinctive smell that seems to be in all Aurelia skincare products, which is quite a fresh, spa-like eucalyptus scent, which is actually really rather pleasant to use. So I've really enjoyed using this. It's felt like an absolute treat. Next up, I have this Burt's Bees lip crayon, which also came from I think my last Latest in Beauty box, and I've been wearing this a ton because I love the colour. I think the colour is really nice. I've got it on my lips today, but I think it might have worn off a little bit, so I'll pop a bit more on. I picked this one up in the shade Sedona Sands, and if you saw my last Get Ready With Me, then you'll know that I mentioned two things about this that I did not like, and that is the scent of it and the taste of it as well. It's got this real plasticky smell to it and also taste as well, unfortunately, but I'm kind of assuming that all lip crayons are going to be the same as this in terms of taste. So if you've tried one of these and you've had the same experience, let me know in the comments, because I would be very interested to find out if it's just a bad one that I've got. It doesn't seem like it's gone off or anything, it just smells very plasticky. It doesn't have any kind of added scent to it, unlike a lot of the lip balms that they do. So I feel like if this is what all of them are like, then it was a shame they didn't actually add some kind of nice scent to it, like peppermint or vanilla or something like that, because it just makes me not want to use it. But I do really like the colour of this. I think the colour is really nice. It's just quite a nude rose sort of colour. And generally I love products like this, lip crayons like this, where you can quickly pop something on, usually without having to use a mirror as well. Pop it in your handbag and you can just be out the door and top it up as and when. So it has been nice to try this one, but I wouldn't personally get it again. One that I would choose over and above it is my M&S Lip Glossy from Rosie for Autograph, which, if you've been around my channel for a while, yes, I've talked about this quite a few times. This came from my M&S Beauty Advent Calendar from last Christmas, and this is in the shade Supermodel Smile. And I'll just quickly swatch it for you. It's so pretty. It's definitely got more of a gloss to it, and there's a bit of a sparkle in there too. There's not much of a scent to it at all, and I just think the packaging is really nice too. Next up, I have this mascara from L'Oreal, and it's their Miss Baby Roll Mascara, and I have done a whole review video on this if you want to check that one out. I have been really enjoying this mascara, and I may seem surprised in saying that just purely because me and mascaras don't really have the best relationship. I have kind of funny eyelashes where this side is my difficult side and things can go wrong very easily. This side is my good side. I wish everything looked as good as mascara does on this side. But this just delivers the lash look that I want very quickly. And when you don't have a lot of time in the morning to get ready, fantastic, very happy about that. It's got this quite unusual twirly plastic bristle brush to it, which I can't honestly say that I've seen anywhere else. A lot of people are kind of thinking that this is a dupe for Benefit's Roller Lash, but I think that's honestly just a case of the names being slightly similar. I don't think there's any similarity in these two at all. I have used Benefit's Roller Lash and I did not like it at all, whereas this, like I said, it just delivers in one coat the perfect amount of product. It holds a curl really nicely. It gives me just the right amount of volume that I want. It will layer nicely too. So if I want to go a little bit more dramatic than usual, then it does layer nicely, but you need to make sure you get in there before it dries down too much. But I've been really enjoying using this, and if it wasn't for the fact that there were a million other mascaras to try in the world, I would definitely pick this one up again, because yes, the drugstore has done it yet again. Okay, so I have one last product to talk about now, and it is this product here from Hairstory. It's their New Wash shampoo replacement, conditioner replacement, mask replacement, whatever you want to call it. It cleanses and conditions your hair. And oh my goodness, we are talking holy grail hair care territory. I know. This has been such an amazing surprise. I cannot believe it. I've had so many compliments about my hair since I've been using this, not just from you guys and other people in social media, whether it's on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever, but just generally out in the world. People have been saying to me, your hair is just looking extra curly and healthy and just lovely. And I'm like, I know. And then I just bore them to tears for about 20 minutes whilst I explain why and what's different. My hair loves this, to the point that when I'm using it, if my hair could talk, it would say, where has this been all our life? This stuff is phenomenal. And it is. I don't really know what warrants the price tag on this, but given the fact that I am approaching another decade in my life and I have never used anything that has made my hair feel as good as this. I don't know what they did, I don't know how they did it, but I am just very thankful. If you watched my separate video on this, then you'll know that Hairstory actually sent these products to me, so I actually haven't had to physically part with any of my own money. And that's something that I've been doing a lot of thinking about, because if there's one comment that I see over and over again, whether it's stuff that you guys have said, whether it's something I've seen on comments on social media from their adverts or whatever it is, the one thing that keeps coming up is the price, because it is very expensive. This bottle here is 8 fluid ounces, it's 236ml, and it's £44. So it's also by far the most expensive thing I have put on my hair. I was very concerned about how long it would last, because let's face it, if you have to spend out a fairly decent amount for something up front, if it lasts a really long time, then it's not so much of an issue. You've just had that initial upfront cost. But if you're having to use a ton of it and you're flying through it, I know that I am not in a financial position to be able to afford £44 a month. So one thing I keep doing when I get in the shower to wash my hair is I keep checking to see how far down I've got. In the early days, I probably did use this a lot more than I should have, but I think I've read that when you start with this, it's kind of best to use quite a lot whilst your hair gets used to it, and then you can definitely drop the use down. What I've found is I probably wash my hair every 3 days now. I'd love to let it go a little bit longer than that, but it just gets to the point where, because of the curls and everything, it just starts to feel, I don't know, just a bit matted and like it needs a damn good wash. I don't think it's product build-up as such, but do you know what I mean? You just get to that point where you're like, I really need to do something with this situation. But I'm down to here. So that's a good half of the bottle, I would say, and I've been using this nearly 3 weeks. So I would like to think that I would get 2 months use out of this size. I know they do a subscription option for this where you get the nice big metal canister and then they just send you the pouches to refill, and I think that one's a 20-ounce bottle. It's nearly 600ml, so it's more than double this. So I would like to think that one of those would probably last about 4 months, but that is £98. So whatever way I look at it, I think I'm going to be spending around £20–25 a month on just hair washing. I haven't quite worked out if that truly relates to a saving, because I do just flit from product to product usually in terms of shampoo and conditioner, so I could well be spending that already before I pick this up. I think I'm just extra conscious of price because of obviously how spendy this is. But I was doing a bit of thinking about this, and I thought, I do spend quite a lot on my face in terms of cleansers, moisturisers, SPF, obviously makeup doesn't come cheap, so I shudder to think what my sort of monthly running cost of my face is, if you like. Whereas with my hair, I don't know why I've expected it to look nice when I haven't ever really invested in it. I've tried a lot of different things, but I've always tended to lean on trying to pick stuff up as cheaply as possible or what's on offer. So much hair stuff can be so expensive, it just turns into a bit of an expensive experiment really. So it's very easy to just slip back to the old habits of just going for whatever's on offer at the time in the shops. I would really like to try and use some alternatives for a month just to see how it compares in my hair, but like I said, I have tried a lot of products before, including co-washing stuff, and this is by far the nicest stuff I've ever used. This is 2-day hair I've got right now, and I don't think I've ever had as nice a looking 2-day hair before. Ever. Obviously, I cannot get this kind of look without some styling products, so I'll very quickly just mention the styling products that they sent me. I've got 2 of the styling products here, Dressed Up and Hair Balm. This one is ideal for sort of air drying your hair, which when we had a lot of sunshine in the UK recently, it was very easy to dry my hair very quickly, whereas Dressed Up is more for if you're needing a bit more protection and actually wanting to heat style your hair. Generally speaking, I can get away with it. I can go out the door with my hair styled with either of them and it will look presentable. However, in order for a curl to be properly locked in and held down, I need to put something on top of it, like a gel, some kind of curl gel, that kind of thing. So I have started to incorporate some of my other styling products into my hair routine, just to make sure that my new wash can still feel like it's washing it all away and I'm not experiencing too much product build-up. So these on their own aren't quite enough for my hair. My hair does start to feel quite fluffy as the day goes on, because I do unfortunately suffer from frizz quite badly, and that's where layering the gel on top really helps. But I still do think there is a place for me using these, particularly the hair balm, because when I wash my hair with the new wash, it doesn't leave my hair feeling that kind of slippery silkiness like it does when it's in my hair, when it's washed out it feels quite clean and not quite squeaky clean, but like it needs a little bit of extra something to it, and that's where the hair balm comes in, because it feels a little bit like a leave-in conditioner with the added oomph of some initial styling as well. So when I run that through my hair just immediately relaxes again, and it just feels absolutely gorgeous. So I am also really liking the styling products too. Just going back to this one again for a second, this is quickly becoming holy grail hair territory, and I do not say that lightly because I have tried so many different things. But if you want a little bit more info or a demo, then definitely check out my Hairstory Part 1 video, because that video does go into quite a lot of detail. So that is it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up down below, because it does really help support my channel. And if you are new and would like to subscribe to see more content like this from me in the future, I will pop a button just here so you can click it and get notified of new content as and when it gets uploaded. And if you've not seen my last video, I will pop a link to that one just up here so you can click it and check that one out too. Anyway, I hope you're really well, and I will see you again soon. Bye!